So it's tough to try to break through that and say, hey, everything's going to be cool. See, I'm more of the person to where, you know what, it's, you know, there's things we can't control, so I'm not going to give myself a heart attack over that stuff, you know. It's like, hey, it's out of my control. I'm going to only worry about what I can control. I'll stress out over that stuff. I'm not going to stress out over anything I don't have control over, which drives her nuts sometimes because she thinks she thinks I just don't care about stuff like that. It's like I care. It's just that I, I have no control over this particular thing, so I'm not going to let it worry me. I don't know. But hopefully one of these days, it might end up coming sooner rather than later. If anything, it's the job situation. We both work in retail now. For me, I can it's I'm just a basic sales floor position, and I can actually it's fairly easy for me just to transfer out to another store, to wherever we want to, and to where potentially we end up going, wherever that may be. See, this is the thing I hate too, these sudden drops in speed. That's see, I would have already gotten a speeding fine. See, now we're down to 30. But then again, I think we actually have to have a police car pass us to get a speeding fine. I know in ETS2 they use the speed camera, so you're like, yeah, see, here I would have just been nailed.
They don't always need a speeding camera or a police car, PJ.
As I know in ETS2 they have the speeding cameras, but I'm trying to think, because I always try to do the speed limit anyway, and whenever I get nailed, it's always because I see a police car and he nailed me. So I don't think I've ever been nailed by a speeding camera in ATS.
They have cameras too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just saw one. We just passed one. That one would have got me. Yard care business, nice. Yeah, I don't like working retail, but it's one of those things to where I kind of just got ended up getting stuck in it. Now I've been at where I'm at for like 14 years, so like I'm really stuck, because if I try to get a new job, it's like I gotta take such a pay cut. And I worked at a tech job for a few years, which is actually how I ended up starting streaming and that kind of stuff after I got laid off there. But the tech job was just so damn stressful. I'm like, I don't want to go back to that. No, I am not a programmer. Hey, Ray J, RJ. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. No, I am. Yeah, I tried. I tried getting into programming. My brain isn't wired for that. The last bit of programming I did was in Basic. I think, if I remember, I think I tried getting to Pascal too, but I just could never. I could never. My brain isn't wired to think that way. I'm more the creative side. I can't get into the mathematical side of stuff and the formulas and that kind of stuff. I was just essentially a network engineer for the company, an in-house network engineer. I just took care of their office network and that kind of stuff. But what ended up happening there was the company does a lot of contracting with the U.S. government. That's where the bulk of their income comes from, is just all DoD contracts. Which, of course, I didn't have a security clearance or anything like that, so I didn't touch any of that stuff. I was strictly in-house networking, and I did some of, they had some like schools and private businesses they would do networking for, and I was in charge of that. But what happened back in it was 2013, when the government shut down, one of the myriad many government shutdowns we've had here. Of course, when that happened, all the contracts go into hiatus. They just stop and get cut off. So there's no income. So the company had to basically cut anybody who wasn't directly involved with the contract. So that's how I ended up getting laid off with that. So I took the 6 months off. Ooh, I got to turn here. Took the 6 months off before I went back to my retail job, because I started in retail. I went to the tech company, but I never officially left a retail job. I worked there like 1 or 2 days a month just to. Oh no, it's fine. It actually worked out for the best, because, like I said, the job was just so stressful for me. Because at the time I was basically fresh out of training. I didn't really have any formal training before then, so I took like a 6-month course, tech training course. So I was very, very noobish. And of course, what they needed was somebody with a little bit more experience. But I mean, I learned a lot, but it was just so damn stressful. It's like, you gotta go. All right, thank you, Garrett. Thank you for the host. Thank you for the follow. Much, much appreciated. Hope to see you again soon. But it was just very stressful. It's like I spent 4 years there, and it's like, by the time I actually got laid off, I was just saying to myself, I was going to tell my wife, I got to get out. I just can't do it anymore, because I saw a heart attack. I saw a heart attack coming. I was like, I just got to get out. I got to find something else, because it was just too much pressure. Because I was really the only network engineer there, and I finally convinced them to at least hire somebody else to help out, because it was between the in-house network and I think it was like the 5 or 6 private businesses we did. It was a lot, especially for somebody who was still just essentially learning the ropes. So I basically mentally had one foot out of the door when I got laid off. So I was like, it was really, of course, still getting laid off didn't feel good. But, after you get over that initial shock, is like, oh my God, such a sigh of relief. And like I said, I did the smart thing to where I never left the retail job. So I always had a fallback that if anything should happen, of course it did. I was like, I could go right back in there and start looking for something else. But I got so comfortable with where I was at with the retail job, and I actually it's retail. I hate it, but I sort of enjoy what I'm doing. I get satisfaction out of it. So it gets me, but it gets the bills paid essentially, and it still gives me a chance to do this. And so it's that 6 months in between while I was just taking a break. I figured, well, let me do this streaming video thing, because apparently people like it. So I was like, so that's how I ended up getting into doing all of this. It's just those 6 months where I had nothing better to do. So it works out for the best at the end. But I'm looking for if and when, I should say when, because at some point I'll be able to talk the wife into moving. Once we can get out a little bit further west here in Pennsylvania, I'm probably going to look into getting something else, especially if we can get close to the Hershey area. I really am kind of keen to getting into getting into the that company, the Hershey company, because they're pretty good. You know, you got some job security there because that business isn't going anywhere. Retail, you know, even though I've been with this company for 15 years, it's never a guaranteed. Retail is never a guaranteed thing, and the company itself, you know, they're pretty well established, but you know, the downturns in the American economy prove that even long-term retail establishments aren't always guaranteed to be around for too much longer. Hell, in fact, my wife worked for Toys R Us for about how long? For about 13, 14 years. Poof, you know, they went last year. So we struggled with that last year, but she was fortunate enough to find a good, to actually for 6 months, somebody she worked with for 6 months got her the job, or helped her, because she really got the job herself, but he got her foot in the door. Let's put it that way, to where she's at now, which is a pretty good position with a good company. So it's just a matter if we can get her, if we can get her transferred out, and we'd be in good shape. In the meantime, we're just gonna keep streaming, having some fun streaming anyway. But yeah, so that's the story of my recent life. So how are you guys doing? Damn, another one. I know I did not turn these things up. All of a sudden, I'm getting all these things. All these miles driving, I've not seen a roadside emergency or detour for ever, and now all of a sudden I get them left and right here. Where are we at here? I'm not even going to... let me speed up here. I get so distracted when I get into a story here. There you go. We'll lock that right in there. We'll lock it in at 65. That'll work. Now let me try to stay on the road here. I got to talk to Battery because I haven't been able to watch any weather this weekend, and I know he's down in the New Orleans area, so they had that. I don't even know if that was that. I got to look to see if that even developed into a tropical storm or not. I think it was named. I think they named it Barry, but I don't know if it ever developed. So I got to see how, because look. Oh shit! There. Oh boy. Oh boy. I was not paying attention. Holy crap. Am I going the right way? Which way do I get? Oh no, I got to turn around.
Yep.
I'm looking at the GPS. I just happened to glance at the GPS. It's like, okay, I got to turn. I just got like a bend, not like a T turn here. Frick. All of a sudden, I see the end of the road coming up. I'm like, oh, no. Come on, baby. Here we go. I think I'm stuck on this pole, aren't I? Damn it. See, that's what happens when I start telling stories. I don't pay attention to where I'm driving. Nah, alright. I don't know how the hell I didn't hit anything. There's Taz. Alright, let's get back on the road here. Holy shit. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. We're down to 30 here. Another dinky town, hinky dinky town. Just nice. I like that they throw in the little towns too here as a bit of flavoring. We have a diner like that near where we live. But I'm hoping we get the southeast and northeast, the southeast of Washington, northeast of Oregon, sooner rather than later. Because like I said, Walla Walla's up in that area, and we know they're working on that. I did a dev camp flyby there. And so they have the road system in there. They just got to develop the towns a little bit more. So I'm hoping we don't have to wait till we get Idaho to get that part of the air, those two states in there. So I'm curious to see if we get a winery near Walla Walla, because our cousins own the vineyard and winery out there. So it'd be nice to sort of pretend that I'm delivering some grapes and the final product to and from our winery out there.
Visiting the family while transporting.
What was that?
Visiting the family while transporting.
Oh yeah, yep. Yes, my dad orders because they mail order. They'll ship the stuff out. So my dad orders stuff from them all the time, and it's pretty good. I've had some of their I forget, because they make specialty stuff too. I don't even know what half of it's, because I'm not like a real big wine drinker or anything like that. I'm not a connoisseur, so I don't know what half the versions are that they make, but whatever it is, it's pretty good. And in fact, we had gotten some stuff from them years ago that my wife used as Christmas presents for some of her coworkers who are more into the wine and that kind of stuff. They're more connoisseurs, and they said the stuff was outstanding. So apparently they're a pretty big business out in that area. And my sister, when she was living in the States, my sister had gone out there, I think, if I recall right, to go out and visit them. I got to talk to her again and find out. Because if we ever manage to get another cross-country family trip going again, it'd be nice to go out there and check it out in real life. All right, let's go ahead and lock our speed control back in so I can. Oh, I got carpal tunnel so bad in both hands now. I think I still got a few achievements I got to work on too. I think I think I finished the Forest Machinery DLC achievements. So I think I just got the Washington achievements to get through now. See, this is my kind of country here. Wide open countryside here. Oh my God, we got paragliders. Better get back in the cab here before I wreck again. This has always been my favorite country out here. Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado. Be interesting when we get Colorado what roads they put in there. Because I know when we had gone out to visit my aunt, we actually took the southern route. We took we took 70 east till we hit Ohio. Then we went down. I forget what I think it's still 70, if I'm not mistaken, across the mid U.S. But then we ended up going a little bit more south because we're going to go to the Grand Canyon first. So I think we ended up going south to 40. Drove along historic 66 at one point. But then when we were going up to Colorado, of course we were going up north, and they live on the east side of the mountain, so we went up.
Slow down, VJ.
Oh yeah,
Turn left.
yeah. Thanks for. I need Sky back. I turned off Sky because she always interrupted me when I was talking, but I need her to tell me when to turn.
Why have Sky when you have Taz?
Yes, exactly. I got Taz as my navigation system today. But yeah, so when we were going up, when we got into Colorado, we went through this little town called Durango, which is a nice little town. They had like a railway that went right through the middle of the town. But we ended up going along a road that takes us through what is called Wolf Creek Pass. And it's a very, very interesting drive. It's just a simple it's a major road, but it's two lanes.
Oh, VJ, right.
Oh, yep. Thank you. And it's what single lane in each direction. And this goes right through the mountain, right through the mountains here, or I should say along the side of the mountains. And so on the one side you got sheer cliff wall, on the other side you got a sheer cliff drop. But it's like a major road, and I think trucks do travel along that road. So it's a major road to get to some of the bigger cities in that area. But my wife damn near had a heart attack when we were driving that road, because it is literally it is basically this road here. Except on the left side, you've got the sheer cliff wall. On the right side, you've got just a dead drop, literally right next to the road. Like where that barrier is there, it's just nothing. And you have no barrier. There are no barriers. So if you drift off the road, you're done for.
Scary.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, I like that kind of driving. That didn't bother me, but yeah, she was panicking the whole time we were on that road. And it's funny because as you go along the road, you'll see like above the road, like going across the road, there's just like roofing. It's essentially a roof. So like I want to call it a sunshade or something. It's just it's like corrugated plastic, and it's actually a snow shield to prevent avalanches from blocking up the road. So the theory is that if something's coming off the left-hand side at the top of the mountain, it's going to hit the shield and keep going down the cliff face. So I pointed that out to her, and that didn't help matters with her any. I mean, we were traveling in the middle of the summer, so we didn't have to worry about snow. But I said, oh, you know what that is? That's to prevent snow from blocking up the road. In case there's an avalanche. It's like, oh, okay. You can see she did that made it worse. Yeah, yeah. I don't think she has. What is it? The not the vertigo, but it's yeah. She does. She doesn't. She can't. She can't get that close to it like a drop off like that. Like I don't have vertigo, but even like those drop offs that are there, it's like yeah, I can't even do it myself. That's how bad deep they are.
The problem there is you see from your feet down. That's the biggest problem.
Oh yeah, 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 yep.
A few years ago, I went up in a hot air balloon together with my mother, and she has height fear too. No problem at all. The basket stops at your feet.
Oh right,
There's
right,
nothing that connects you with the ground. So it's just a visual.
right. Exactly right. Yeah. So yeah, you still have that sense of being securely on the ground. Yeah, I could
Yes.
see that.
If you hang a rope to the side of that basket and you look down that rope, you again have that visual of height
Oh yeah,
because you see
yeah,
the length of the rope.
yeah, yep. Yeah, I don't know if I could ever do a hot air balloon. I mean, it's something I've like. It'd probably be cool to do, but it's one of those things. It's like there is if something happens, you got nowhere to go, nowhere to go. It's like yeah,
I already did hot air balloon twice,
did
once in the
you? Not,
morning, once in the evening. Both are wonderful.
yeah, I can imagine because I could see it's just I could see it being just so serene and peaceful.
Yes, yes.
But so wait, sometimes the way our luck runs, it's like yeah, it's like it could be one of those things where it's you get a 1 in a million chance of something happening. Well, our luck is yeah, we're that 1 millionth. We're that 1 millionth. That's us.
And I also went twice in a helicopter.
Oh, did you?
We had
Nice.
fun rides near us. The first time I was in the back seat, and you don't see a lot in the back seat.
Right.
You can see a little bit left, a little bit right, but that's all.
Oh, right, right. Yeah, yeah.
Second time I went in alone, and that was great. I was next to the pilot with the headset on.
Right.
He was talking to me from where do you live? Can you point me in the right direction? Then I enjoyed that flight.
Yeah, yeah. Because then you can actually see everything. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're in front, you see everything.
That's nice. Yeah. See, airplanes I can handle a little bit better. I still prefer driving. You know, I still would if I had my choice. I would not take an airplane if I could drive somewhere. But yeah, I'm sort of okay with if I have to take a plane. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I gotta slow down here. Let me see where are we at here. Let's take a look here. 500 miles to go, so we're making some good time here. 10.5 hours. Yeah, see, I even have sleep on, but it hasn't even accumulated. That's interesting. So let's see. So this was, what was this, like a 20-mile journey. So we were about 18 hours into this journey. We started, what was it? We picked up our loads. We had our loads, I think. I think you were loaded up by 5 something. So server time, we've only been driving 5 hours, even though job time, we've been driving 18 hours. That's the one nice thing about the MP servers here. It's like you don't have to worry about being late for a job.
Oh yes, you do. Uh,
Well, eventually, yeah.
just over a week ago, I don't know if I said something on Discord. I was driving ATS multiplayer, and the new friend of my ex-sister-in-law Call from help me. I broke down.
Oh.
No petrol in my car. Can you help me? I'm at that location. So I stopped playing. Went with my father to get the fuel. Went to the boyfriend. Came back home. But in the meantime, the server time
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
passed my delivery time.
Oh, yeah. See, that will happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah, as long as you're in game, you're actually saving. Yeah, when you're
Yes,
driving,
that's
you're actually
saving.
saving a lot more time.
Yes.
Yeah, but as soon as you stop and you leave the game, that's where it gets you.
Yeah. And what I found out, it's somewhere 15 or 20 minutes inactivity and you get kicked.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, cuz like
Also last week, my mother called, dinner is ready. I put myself to the side of the road, engine brake on, the handbrake on, sorry, engine off. Came home, I came back up 20 minutes later, and I was kicked off.
yeah, yep. Yep. Yeah, that's happened to me too. Cause like it'll kick you. You gotta have your headlights on at night too, cause it'll kick you for that too. I've had that happen to me.
And they kick you very fast.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, especially for the headlights. It's like okay, I gotta get because I think I had done something at a garage or something. Because like even if it, that's what you gotta watch too. Because I've had that happen to me. It's like I'll be at a garage configuring something, and then I'll get kicked because I've been sitting in the garage for too long configuring a truck or something.
Yeah, that's you need to hurry there too. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
For the headlights, I don't think you drive
Oh, I gotta pull
1 minute,
in.
not less than 1 minute, and you get your first response. Uh, you need to put on your headlights or you get kicked off.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Do you need to stop for the way station?
Yeah, it wants me to go in.
I have green light. I will follow you.
All right. Yeah, I guess I've had to stop at this one before. 32 tons. We're good to go. Okay, thank you. All right, let's get rid of this thing. Boop, boop. There we go. All right, where the hell does this... All right, what's...
Yeah, it's a strange intersection here.
Yeah, yeah, that is very strange. Okay. So I have to say, where does this have me go? So if we go this way, that takes us towards Ontario, which is not where we want to go. Yeah, we got to go that way. All right. So I've got... Where's my turnoff?
Yeah, first follow right.
Yeah, okay, I see it. There we go.
Game fooled me here last week too, but it was night.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the thing here. It's like you get out into the wide open here, and it is like pitch black. Even in
Oh
ETS
yes.
ETS two, you get all those areas in between like the towns and stuff, and it's like can't see anything if you don't have any lights on. Which makes trying to teleport at night a pain in the ass. So I've done that a few times when I'm like, I need to get from point A to point B. I just don't want to drive it. It's like I try teleporting and I realize it's night and I can't see anything until my truck is actually back on the road. So I'm like trying to line up the road and and I miss. I'm off in the foliage somewhere. Because it's black, you can't see anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Now this is one of them desert roads out here, man. This is literally what the desert road out in this area looks like.
One lonely trucker in front of me.
Yep. And really, if you get out to the Death Valley area, you're on your own out here. I mean, even in the middle of the day, there's some roads out there where it's just you won't see anybody else on the road for an hour or two, possibly. And it gets hot out here. It gets hot. You can literally fry an egg. You can get an egg, crack it directly right on top of the blacktop here, and that thing will fry just like you're cooking it in a frying pan.
That's hot.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, and the funny thing is, you're out here in the desert, so you don't have any moisture, so you don't have the humidity, so you don't feel the heat either. When I went out to, I drove out to Arizona. Christ, it's got to be more than 20 years ago. I went out there. This is before I got married or was dating anybody. I just took like one of those bachelor trips out there. I just went out there just to hang out and enjoy the scenery by myself. And I went out to so my parents owned property out in Lake Havasu, which unfortunately isn't in the game, but the general area is out there. It's right on the border between Arizona and California. So I went out there to check out the property and that kind of stuff. But every day I was out there, and when was this? I think it was in August. It may have been in August. But it was like 120 degrees out there. It was the cool day. A cool day was 120 degrees. The thing is, it didn't feel that hot because there was literally no moisture in the air. But the first day I was out there, I just took a walk around the hotel, 10 minutes, and I came back in, and I was like burned head to toe. Just after 10 minutes, and I'm like, I didn't feel anything. It felt like a regular, like 60 to 70 degree day out here in the Philly area. But that's where you run into the problems because it gets so hot, but you don't even realize how hot it is.
The first gas station is EBJ for me.
Okay.
I'm around the quarter for the moment.
Okay. Lauren Burns. There should be something up here. I think there's something up here on the left.
There is one on the left.
Yeah, that's the one thing. When I logged in yesterday just to get positioned, I looked at my tank. I said, "Oh damn, I got no gas." I said, "I better fuel up now so I don't forget to do it." What do I got? I got. I can go another 877, so I think I'm good. So we don't have that. Yeah, we only got 389 miles to go here, so that's not bad. God, I love how they're adding more trailers and everything to the game. It gives it a little bit more variety here.
Yeah, that's good.
I just can't wait for I'm waiting for the tankers. As soon as we can get tankers, That's going to be. I'm going to be purchasing. Get one of those the first day they're available.
I'm just the same. I'm just the same. Okay, fuel up.
Good. All right.
Yep. You'll go first? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go. Doesn't matter. Yeah, anytime if you want to take the lead, anytime that's fine with me. So we get. Oh, okay. That's just. What is that? An old graveyard out there. Wow, look at that. I discovered that. How about that? That picked up. Where are we at here? 45? Ah, that's right. We'll go 60. We should be good. Oh, we got to reduce speed ahead. Never mind. The heck is out here that we got to reduce speed?
Sharp turns.
Well, yeah, I guess. See, it's funny though, because see, it really depends on where you are in the country. Because like stuff like this, normally, again, I guess it depends on which state you're in. So it will, you will notice a different state to state where they'll have some speed reductions like that. Because in a lot of places that I drive, that wouldn't be a call for a speed reduction like that.
It's a truck-based game.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that is true. Yeah, yeah, I keep forgetting to think in those terms sometimes.
Highlighting, there are signs for truckers to slow down, but when you drive a car, you don't notice it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so because we do, because it is accurate where we do have different speed limits depending on the road you're on, and you will see signage to that effect.
And different speed limits for every state.
Yeah, yeah. Although it's gotten closer in some states. Back when the overall national speed limit was 55, there was quite a disparity because there were some states that somehow, even though the speed limit was 55, some states had a speed limit of 70 at the time. I think was the highest speed limit you could go. So yeah, that's a big difference. But yeah, for like I think most states now, your average speed limit is 65 for normal vehicular traffic on your U.S. highways. So generally speaking, we can go 65 on say U.S. Route 1 which is in our area. Any of the U.S. state roads are generally 65 if you're not going through a business district or a residential area. On the interstates, and the turnpikes, it actually goes up to it's either 70 or 75 depending on where you are. I think for us, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what the interstate. We actually don't take the. I'm trying to think. I drive 295 a lot. Actually, I don't even drive 295 a lot, really, unless we're going somewhere. So I don't. I think 295 where I'm at is still 65, but if we get on the Pennsylvania Turnpike for like when we're going to Hershey. Oh, there's a camper. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. I gotta get me one of those.